So have you ever tried to plug in your laptop to your old 144 or 165 Hz gaming monitor and find out that it can only run at 60 Hz? This video will explain why. Now this happens because most of the mid-range laptops only offer HDMI out, even if it is HDMI 2.0 or 2.1. There are certain limitations because HDMI is a clockless format and DisplayPort and DVI are clock format. So I don't want to go into detail about explaining how they all work, but basically here's the problem. Most old gaming monitors were always designed with a desktop GPU in mind, which means using DisplayPort 1.1 or 1.2 port to get the maximum refresh rate or resolution, or both given in any scenario. Now HDMI was never a priority because even if you look at HDMI 1.2, 1.3, 1.4, it was never great for high refresh rate gaming because it was hard to implement for the manufacturer's side and people were already catching on the DisplayPort bandwagon. The other issue is most old gaming monitors also offered ports such as DVI, dual link, VGA sometimes as well, and DisplayPort. So they were always the priority when they were manufactured, and HDMI was just put in so you can connect a Chromecast or your phone or something that was not designed for high refresh as a secondary device. So what's the solution? Just go buy HDMI to DisplayPort cable? No. Then go buy HDMI to DVI dual link cable? That's a no again. Why you can't do this, I don't want to go too much into detail, but it's because how HDMI works and how the other display protocols work, where HDMI doesn't use any clocks, so it's a clockless format, and the other one uses clocks to determine and stay in sync with the audio and video. So unless you want to spend equal to a new monitor on an adapter, which may or may not work, such as this HDMI to DisplayPort active adapter or HDMI to DVI active adapter, which will need an external power supply to convert the signal to be able to be readable by your monitor. So what else can you do? Buy a new monitor? Maybe, because if you look at monitor pricing, they've actually come down because of the launch of 240 and 360 and even 480 Hz monitors. So 144 and 165 Hz monitors at 1080p have come really low down. If not, you can even get away with 75 Hz monitors, which are like dirt cheap and cost almost as much as $100 and $120 maybe. And if you spend a little bit more, like $150, you can get a 144 Hz monitor, no issues. Now one thing to watch out when you buy a new monitor is to check if it has HDMI 2.0 or 2.1. Now what that means, it will support 4K 60 Hz or 1080p at 144 or 165 Hz. Here's a chart if you were curious based on the version number. Most modern laptops, so if anything was manufactured after 2016 or 17, it is likely to have HDMI 2.0. You can check with the graphics adapter and the laptop manufacturer of the version you're using. Also check the monitor manufacturer of the versions they're using for DisplayPort and HDMI. So this chart just shows that you can run 1080p 144 Hz with HDMI 1.4. Now the monitor that I have behind me has 144 Hz, but it only has HDMI 1.2. So whatever I do, I cannot do even 75 Hz on this. I've tried custom resolutions and everything, and it just doesn't want to work. If I wanted to go a bit further, maybe go 240 Hz monitor, then I need to go to HDMI 2.0. So once you get 2.0 on both ends, so my laptop already has it, and I just need to get a monitor with HDMI 2.0, then I can connect them both up and get the maximum refresh rate. And if you have a crazy powerful laptop that has HDMI 2.1, you might want to go for a slightly premium monitor which supports up to 360 Hz at 1440p or higher resolution at slightly lesser refresh rates. Or you can even go 1080p 480 Hz if you're crazy like that. But that's up to you. So yeah, the solution really is to just buy a new monitor or an active adapter, which is a bit risky investment unless you have a solid return policy on that. I would not do that. Anyway, that's been it. Thanks again very much for watching. I hope this video helped you. Drop a thumbs up if it did, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to subscribe and ding the bell as well. Yeah, cheers.